Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch.
Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Coach, a terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, here we go. Go right in. Then we're going to 53.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
And there we go. Go right in. 50, Mike 50,
Crunch time, defense. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Get that quarterback here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Following the interception, Winston got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Jameis now on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Ready? Blue ready.
Check. Watch 54. Pick me up.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
We got double up. You go to
54, going to 54. Line in.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get in there now. Check. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 180.
Prescott from the gun. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 27 yards there, a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? It's a keeper with Prescott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Broncos have taken the lead. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Screen, triple T.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. It's outfield.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check, Wait.
From the gun, Winston. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, Still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Wide, get wide.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready? You ready?
On deck, punt. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Check.
Flip.
Jameis to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Let me remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And the Steelers first down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Stepping up, and Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go. Line eight.
We got it, we got it. Watch it.
We're going to 53.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Hey, we're going to 54. Line eight. Smart.
Throwing. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Hey, kill. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid. The football, and he's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the pass.
Easy.
Check 99. Check 99.
Easy.
Final play of the half here. Winston forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw again on second down. Winston. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Strip that ball.
Slay. 5-0.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To throw is Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Wait. 3 down.
To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
59.
Third and goal, Winston. Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Under.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded just inside the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott keeps himself upright, fights loose, airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Hakeem Butler, 26 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Winston. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Mike 56, Mike 56. I smell fear in that offense.
Come on, Sunday. Switch. He's checking. Crash. Wait.
Following the interception, Winston. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Winston. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Come on now, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Here's go 47.
36-yard line.
Here we go, to 54, go to 54, line. Here we go. Done.
I got it.
A first down throw for Prescott. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and it's third down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54, line.
Prescott now from the 50. It fights him off. Broken tackle. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, kill.
And again, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. Going top shelf for... And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's
The
go.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. 3rd down here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 56. Looks great. White. Back.
On 3rd down, Winston. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now Winston on 4th down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
All day, just like that.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
1st down, Winston. Complete to Washington. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
the Steelers' first down.
Mike's 56. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Green, triple T.
Mike 56. Mike. Come on. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Let me go.
The first down throw for Winston. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Winston. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will get him 1 closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have...
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 29 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Touchdown, Broncos. Brendan McManus lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40. 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Green, 17.
54 is Mike. 54
Working out of the gun, Winston. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike 54. Check pass, check pass.
Let's go.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jim.
Flip it.
To the air again with Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Von Miller in there to get him.